approximately 60 women call AfCiC Women's Prison their home. A large proportion of these women, many who are single parents from broken marriages, have children. Many of those children, with no parental care and no help from relatives, have no means to eat, no shelter, no way to go to school, and are forced to do something that to most children around the world is just something they have seen in Slumdog Millionaire. They go to the street. Action for Children in Conflict, also known as AfCiC, is an NGO based in Thika, a town known to few outside of Kenya. Those who do show recognition have often either read or heard of Elspeth Huxley's 1959 novel The Flame Trees of Thika, or have seen some of the television series released in 1981 of the same name. With the flame trees now burning less radiantly, Thika is home to around 150,000 people, and AfCiC works in the town and in the wider district of around 600,000 people with street children, mostly boys, to give them a chance to turn their life around. The boys we work with have, in most cases, been denied their basic rights as a child, their right as defined in the UN Convention for the Rights of the Child, a right to nationality and a right to identity, the right to shelter and a right to be known and cared for by his or her parents, a right to education and a right to health. Most importantly, all children have a right to life and a right to love and be loved. Street children are often seen as one of the most hidden groups of people in society. At best, sometimes given food, on most days ignored, and on many other days they suffer maltreatment, exploitation, neglect, and are regularly abused physically, mentally and sexually. Love, however, has a way of pervading even the darkest corners of society, and AfCiC helps facilitate the mending of relationships and the sprouting of new hope. Anthony Jenga is 13. He went to the street about 2 years ago when his mother was taken to AfCiC Women's Prison for selling illicit brew, in order to try and make money for her and her family. He was left with no shelter, and was too old to stay in the prison alongside his mother, and his father is rarely in contact. AfCiC began working with Anthony when he came into contact with our street workers in a neighbouring town, and he has since, like many other boys, been a resident at our interim care centre. The centre welcomes boys between the ages of 8 and 14, many whom are addicted to glue and other substances, taken to dull the pains of hunger and coldness, and often to numb them from the mental wounds inflicted by the abuse they are subjected to. At the centre, Anthony takes part in various means of informal education, including dancing, acrobats, percussion, and some counselling, with the programme building up to a near full academic curriculum of maths, English and science, preparing Anthony for reintegration back into school. Alongside this work with Anthony, AfCiC has also worked with Anthony's mother, since released from prison, coming alongside her to ensure that the issues that took Anthony to the street in the first place are not repeated. Anthony has been hurt by his mum and by a society that has not shown Anthony the love that is his right. As is the case for everyone, including Anthony, with the infliction of hurt comes a need to forgive. Like many children, the ability to forgive comes more easily to Anthony than it does to many adults 3 or 4 times his age, and with that forgiveness comes a new start. Anthony is now back in school and was one of the standout performers on every level during his 7 months at the interim care centre. He has a new, loving relationship with his mother and knows he has the support and love of both the AfCiC organisation as a whole, but also the individuals underneath that umbrella. It is not AfCic's role to forgive society for not meeting the rights belonging to Anthony and to around 1 million other street children around the world. But we can help him claim those rights, to make them his, and to help him understand the situation he has been in, and to look to the future, to fulfil his dream to be a lawyer. Once considered one of society's outcasts, Anthony has seen things and experienced things that no child should see or experience. Love and forgiveness, however, are powerful weapons. They have the power to reach into the most desperate situations and to make boys like Anthony stronger as a result of their favour. Thank you for watching.